Thanks for joining me. It's Chad Thunderchalk. And with me, as always, is my colleague, Stan Beef Hamburger.
It's good to be here, Chad. We've had a quite an off season with the server maintenance, several hours where we just couldn't play the game. It's good. It's always good to get back to the game.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there, Sam. So, our first invasion of the season, it's looking like Profane Capital. Wilhelm Squire, soul level 60 character. Now, we talked to Saint Riot before the invasion. He said he's going to be working on his critical attacks. He really wanted to practice, get brushed up on those backstabs and those parries, those setup parries that he likes so much.
Well, we saw those give him quite an edge in several invasions over the course of however many seasons it's been. It just makes sense. Pick something you do well and do it even better and continue to do it. That's what the coaches used to say when I was invading and we had invasion coaches.
Right. Here we can see he's looking for the host. He's wearing that silver cat ring. Let him take advantage of that verticality so that he can save himself some time. Now, those ladies down there, they seem to be shooting fireballs up in this direction. Those handmaidens, is that what they're called? I believe that's what they're called. I'm not sure what they're called. But they seem to be giving away the host's location. Saint seems to be on to him if it looks like what I'm seeing is accurate.
Well, I'd say unless you have severe concussions, what you're seeing is probably real and not the result of any sort of permanent brain damage.
All right. Well, it seems he's found the host. Quite a gambit here from our host. He decided to shove himself behind a bookcase and use the white birch branch. Saint he sussed him out and he had him trapped in that corner there.
He did, and he got quite a few good hits in on him. But then the host decided he was just going to swing back. So good play, well played.
Definitely. We have just an absolute crossburner going on here tonight. So, that looks like the the Executioner's Great Sword the host is using. Goes for the weapon art. Oh, Saint goes for the backstab. Didn't get it. He told us before the invasion, the Spinaroonie weapon art with great swords and ultra great swords is the one that seems to give him the most problems with those roll backstabs. He says he can roll to the left and get the backstab, but he has problems rolling to the right. But he said if the opportunity presented itself, he would go for it.
Well, it's always good to challenge yourself. He just challenged himself right there, as a matter of fact. He tried rolling to his right, and he just ate a face full of sword.
Oh, here he goes to the left, though, and the backstab connects. We have to take another look at that. Rolls to the left and gets that backstab. Fantastic.
Yeah, very well played. Very well played. Go with what you know. Go with what you know. And you know in your heart, that what you're seeing, that's not your wife. That's not your wife. She's in the lake. She's going to stay there. It's just the concussions talking. That's
all right. And now it looks like the host, he's panicked just a little bit. He's looking for some Estus. Looks like Saint backs off, gives it to him, but it was just a feint. He's going right back in for all the big heavy damage. This host again comes out swinging. That's twice now he's taken Saint by surprise by come out swinging. All right, let's see. He really needs to drink Estus. Looks like Saint's giving him a fully charged R2. Saint wants to continue practicing the backstabs. Looks like the host is out of Estus. Saint missed the roll to the right again. Willie, you know what I mean? Like it's starting to cost him.
Well, right there, it looks like he's going for that weapon art. He's been talking about trying that with some backstabs, but it doesn't look like the host is going to give it to him. Oh, here it comes.
He got it. He got it, and what an excellent finish. We've got to take another look at that. He managed that roll. Nailed the backstab. Very well played. Very well played. Unbelievable. And he takes the W in the first invasion of the season since the server maintenance is over. Chuck Burger Thunder Thighs, what do you think about that?
Well, let's get the hosts. What did the host think? Wagstep, you suck. Well, the host obviously he's going to have strong feelings about it. You have strong feelings about things, you know what I mean? If you choke somebody a little, it's not like you can help it. You've got brain damage.
Definitely true. Definitely true. Alright, here we see a host. He's going for some circle backstabs. He's treating Saint Riot like he's PvE. Yeah. Oh, and the setup parry. He's always relied on these setup parries, but he's sort of taken a break from them. Looks like he's getting back into the swing of things, if you will. I see what you... Oh, he goes for the guard break on the wake up there. Doesn't get it, but that's a pretty good plan right there. This guy, he's obviously turtled up behind that shield. Oh, the old, don't circle me, I'll circle you backstab.
Straight out of Dark Souls 1, Mitch. That's straight out of Dark Souls 1.
That is classic Dark Souls 1 backstab countering right there. Doesn't take a brain genius to figure that one out. Now this host, he's doing a good job of keeping himself out of the toxic pit. He's not letting his toxicity go up.
He's definitely not. You've got to manage your toxicity. Michelle, my wife, she was big into micromanagement, and look at where that got her. Our brand new SUV and our daughter at the bottom of a lake. That's real. That's real. God damn it, that's real.
And it is. It's very real. But back to this invasion here. It looks like, we've got a blue spirit incoming. This should be good. Saint manages to get the guard break there, but he can't quite take advantage. This host just happy to roll into a straight sword, which is always a terrible idea. You never want to roll into a straight sword unless, you're really confident with your timing on your rolls. Maybe you're going for some tricky stuff. But, most situations, rolling into a straight sword, bad idea. This blue here, I'm not sure.
What is he doing, Tamandra? He didn't even drink his Estus. Alluring skull.
Saint tossing the alluring skull down. Not sure why. Saint, it looks like this host is content to try the circle round backstabs, and I think Saint is just had enough of it. Oh, he's dead and he doesn't even know it. That toxicity's going to just eat away at him.
And it will eat away at you, Nishandra. The toxicity of our city will just eat away at you. And our marriage.
Wise words, wise words. Let's take it over to Revion, see what he had to say about this invasion. It's a bird with a spoon. Alright, and the last invasion of the night. Here we go. Looks like we have an over-leveled phantom, aka the fun vampires. Now, what is it, Steakburger, that Saint seems to have against these over-leveled vampires? What is it you think that does that to him?
Well, I'll tell you exactly what it is, Gregory. What you're seeing here is a guy who's basically, he's helping his friend play through the game, right? Nothing wrong with a little jolly cooperation. But when you go and you have these overpowered, over-leveled dudes with all this magic and all these fantastic weapons that, do just insane amounts of damage, you're not really helping your friend. You're basically just beating the game for him. You've removed any sort of difficulty that the game might have. And as a result, what ends up happening is you have a player who doesn't see the magic of Dark Souls for what it is. Looks like straight sword hell.
It does. It looks exactly like straight sword hell. That Farron breakdance greatsword just couldn't. Its hyper armor just wouldn't start up. It was like a lawnmower. Oh, and the host just drops. Oh my goodness! He just fell down the ladder. He tried to R1. Let's see if Saint can get in some of that trademark verticality. Oh, he didn't. But he was wearing the Silver Cat ring, so no damage.
And he's got the arrows. He's got poisoned arrows. So these poisoned arrows right here, he's going to just try and shoot this host off the ladder and possibly also inflict poison on him. He shot a little slow there.
He did shoot a little slow there. If he'd shot a little faster, he could have got that counter hit. I'm curious, Munburger. Does the counter hit inflict more poison buildup, do you think?
Well, I know for a fact it does on a headshot, Tazarnzar, so maybe.
Now, it's got to be hard to get a backstab here, I would think, this little area right here, but I think if he just goes for it, he might be able to find, the backstab he's looking for. He's got to go for it. Looks like the host is going to... Oh! The host commits to an R1, and he gets backstabbed because of it. Safe, though, celebrating a little early. Let's take another look at that backstab. The host commits to an R1. Saint was already walking behind him. And he had it. Oh, it was just, that worked out brilliantly, didn't it? But he celebrated a little prematurely.
Yeah, you can't do things if you're premature. Your wife will get in the SUV with the baby, and she will just drive. And it doesn't matter how many vodka and orange juices she's had. She just doesn't give a shit.
Well, that's absolutely. Let's, Revion, play us out.